Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's my lecture is about control of accommodation and neural circuit of accommodation. At first, control of accommodation. Although the precise control mechanism that causes rapid and accurate focusing of eye is unclear, though the following features are known. At first, when the eyes suddenly change the distance of fixation point, the lens changes its strength in proper direction to achieve a new state of focus within a fraction of a second. Secondly, different type of clues help to change the lens strength in proper direction. These clues include at first chromatic aberration, which appear to be important, that is, red light rays focus slightly posteriorly to blue light rays because the lens bend blue rays more than the red rays. The eyes appear to be able to detect which of those two types of rays is in better focus, and this clue relay the information of accommodation mechanism with regards to whether to make the lens stronger or weaker. Secondly, when the eyes fixed on a near object, the eyes must converge. The neural mechanism for convergence causes a simultaneous signal to strength of lens of the eye. Thirdly, because the fovea that lies in the hollowed out depression that is slightly deeper than the remainder of retina. So, the clarity of focus in the depth of fovea is different from the clarity of focus on the ears. This difference may also give clue about which the strength of lens need to be changed. Fourthly, the degree of accommodation of lens oscillates slightly all the time at a frequency up to twice per second. The visual image becomes clear when the oscillation of lens strength is changing in appropriate direction, but becomes poorer when the lens strength is changing in wrong direction. This could give a rapid clue as to which way the strength of lens need to change to provide appropriate focus. The brain cortical areas that control accommodation closely parallel those that control the fixation movement of eyes. Analysis of visual signals in Brodmann's cortical area number 18 and 19 and transmission of motor signal to ciliary muscle occur through the pretectal area in brainstem, then through the Edinger Weissenstein nucleus, and finally by the way of parasympathetic nerve fiber to eyes. The neural circuit of accommodation. At first, apparently, visual impulse from retina passes through optic nerve, optic chiasma, optic tract, lateral geniculate body, optic radiation to the visual cortex of occipital lobe. That means the area number 17. From here, the association fibers carry the impulse to frontal lobe. Then center. The center for accommodation lies in the frontal eye field area number 8, that is situated in the frontal lobe of cerebral cortex. Visual association cortex determine the image is out of focus and send corrective signals via internal capsule and crus cerebri to the supraoculomotor nuclei, which located immediately superior to the oculomotor nuclei. Supraoculomotor nuclei generate motor control signals that initiate the accommodation response and send this control signal bilaterally to the oculomotor complex and efferent limb. Efferent fibers to the ciliary muscle and sphincter pupil. Secondly, efferent fibers to the medial rectus. At first, efferent fibers to the ciliary muscle and sphincter pupil. From the area 8, the corticonuclear fibers passes via internal capsule to the Edinger Weissenstein nucleus of third cranial nerve. From here, the preganglionic fibers passes through the third cranial nerve to the ciliary ganglion. Postganglionic fibers from ciliary ganglion passes via short ciliary nerve and supply the ciliary muscle and constrictor pupil. Secondly, efferent fibers to the medial rectus. Some of the fibers from frontal eye field terminate in the somatic motor nucleus of oculomotor nerve. These fibers from motor nucleus supply the medial rectus and converts the two eyes. So, the signals from eye go through the optic nerve, then optic chiasma, optic tract, lateral geniculate body, optic radiation, and lastly visual cortex area number 17. From here, frontal eye field area number 8. Here the signal divide two parts. At first, Iringer-Westphal nucleus of third cranial nerve. From here, ciliary ganglion, short ciliary nerve. From here, short ciliary nerve causes contraction of the ciliary muscle which increases the anterior curvature of the lens, and from short ciliary nerve contraction of the constrictor pupil which causes constriction of the pupil. In another parts from frontal eye field area number 8, somatic motor nucleus of cranial nerve causes contraction of the medial rectus which causes convergence of the eyeball. That's all. Thank you for your patience.